Update 6.10 will delight players with numerous changes to maps. Dozens of little things that could chip away at the gaming experience were fixed. For example, on Desert Sands, the gap between the buildings at Base C was removed. This position gave an advantage to only one team. Now, the map has become more balanced. In addition, on both Desert Sands and Oasis Palms, the brick fences were fixed. Tanks won't get stuck around them anymore. Oasis Palms and Black Goldville have their boulders reworked so that from now on, shells won't explode in midair. On Oasis Palms, medium tanks can no longer drive up the hills in the corner of the map. Previously, they could climb up on their own or with the help of allies. The positions in the corners beyond the respawn zones also became more even. Players in tank destroyers will have to play more actively. Unplanned paths leading up the hills were closed on Port Bay. Continuing on, in the previous update, all Tier 10 heavy tanks received an increased number of hit points. Now they can survive longer in battle, take aggressive actions, and carry out bold attacks. In Update 6.10, the HP pool will be increased for all heavy tanks of Tier 6 through 9, just like it was for the 10s. The research cost of some modules was changed for lower tier vehicles. For example, for the American M7 medium tank, the research cost of its top suspension was reduced from 7,000 to 5,000 combat XP, while the cost of its stock engine was increased from 700 to 2,700 combat XP. Thus, while the overall balance remains the same, the distribution of XP has become more fair. This update will also introduce changes to the characteristics of Tier 5 through 9 vehicles. The Panther II received thicker armor for the upper and lower glacis plates, as well as for the machine gun mantlet. The armor of its stock turret was increased. Its front, sides, and the part behind the gun mantlet were strengthened. For the top turret, its frontal armor and the armor behind the gun mantlet was increased from 150 to 170 millimeters. Its sides became thicker. Regardless of the gun, the mantlet armor is now 150 millimeters thick. This means that the tank will block damage more effectively. Similar changes were made to the Panther 8.8. The armor of its upper and lower glacis plates, as well as of its machine gun mantlet, was increased. Its top turret became stronger. The armor thickness of all gun mantlets was enhanced. The armor of the nimble T-92E1 became weaker on the hull sides and rear, as well as on the lower and upper glacis plates. To fire effectively with its top gun, commanders will need to make a little more effort. The velocity and average penetration of an APCR shell were decreased. For the Prototipo Standard B, the auto-reloading time for each shell into the magazine of its top gun was increased by half a second. The Yog Tiger will now survive more frontal assaults. The upper glacis plate, the upper part of the side, and the cabin of this tank destroyer were enhanced. This Tiger Hunter also received an enhanced machine gun mantlet and increased armor behind the gun mantlet. The gun mantlet armor was enhanced to 250 millimeters. As they say, relax and win. Great news for owners of the Botshotio 25 TAP. This vehicle will become an even more dangerous opponent, because the reload time of its top gun was decreased from 18 to 17 seconds. Now let's talk about the beautiful part of the update. We hope you've already checked out the previous changes to the game interface, but overall, it's still a work in progress. In Update 6.10, you'll find improved screens for crew training, skills, and skill training acceleration. The game looks even more perfect now. This update will offer you ways to make your tank stand out from the masses of gray steel. For example, the new Galaxy and Vertigo rare camouflages. Apply them to your tank and charge into battle. Now, get ready to learn some top secret information. Soon, you'll be able to receive an unprecedented reward, a profile background. It's a unique image that will be seen in your profile and under your nickname in battle results. Players in random battles couldn't get more jealous. Profile backgrounds, rare camouflages, and many more rewards await you in Operation Onslaught. For a more detailed list of changes arriving with Update 6.10, follow the news in the game client. Subscribe to our channel, and good luck on the battlefield.